Create a new fantasy team each week with SPITCH and track the progress of your players in real time with live up to stats. Enter free-to-play or paid entry tournaments and win real money. Download SPITCH today for free. Register and play via the link in the description. A below-average score of 37 points in Gameweek 35 has seen a 5th successive red arrow, and there's a real danger of finishing outside of the top 100k for the first time in 9 seasons. Watford forced just one save from Nick Pope, but an unfortunate James Tarkowski own goal saw the end of his clean sheet. The only points at the back came from João Cancelo, after an individual error from Azpilicueta saw Chelsea concede to Everton. Mason Mount struck the post against the Toffees, while Jacob Ramsey squandered a big chance against Norwich. Alexander-Arnold's absence saw Gabriel Martinelli sub in after a surprising start against West Ham. Captain Harry Kane opened the scoring against Leicester, but missed a big chance to grab a second before Heung-min Son stole the show. In a bizarre twist of fate, the 2 highest scorers in the squad were both on the bench. Martin Dubravka, who made 9 saves in defeat to Liverpool, and Luca Digne after a surprise return from injury. Let's move on to the transfer plans for Saturday's double Gameweek 36 deadline, where some major surgery could be on the cards. There are 2 free transfers available, and I'm prepared to take a hit or 2 to freshen things up. I'm far from decided at this stage, so I'll talk you through all the players that I'm potentially looking to sell, and all the possible replacements I'm considering, before summarising my current thoughts on the moves that I'm most likely to make. I'm open to losing Nick Pope, despite him having a double to come in Gameweek 37. Kasper Schmeichel has an extra fixture remaining this season, and frees up a little bit of cash too. Romain Saiss has been on the chopping block for a while, and if I am to sell him, it'll be for an upgrade to either Aymeric Laporte or Andy Robertson, depending on how much cash I can free up elsewhere. I'm slightly more reluctant to sell Gabriel Martinelli after he set up the winning goal on his return to the 11 against West Ham. But I still expect he'll start only one of the games against Leeds and Spurs this game week, and a downgrade to Anthony Gordon could be a way of freeing up funds. Alternatively, if I were to sell Harry Kane, I'd then have the option to upgrade Martinelli to Phil Foden or Heung-min Son. But Chris Wood is a bigger priority to sell. He'll almost certainly be making way. Richarlison would be my number 1 target if I could afford him, and providing he doesn't get a ban for throwing a flare into the crowd. But Eddie Nketiah is the more affordable alternative. If you haven't seen the last 2 watchlist episodes, definitely check them out if you want a more in-depth look at a lot of those transfer targets. So all that being said, I'm leaning towards a 4-point hit, selling Pope, Saiss and Wood for Schmeichel, Laporte and Nketiah. And here's how the team could line up. Leicester have appetising home fixtures against Everton and Norwich, and Kasper Schmeichel is the only player we can be confident in getting 2 starts. The Canaries are relegated after defeat to Aston Villa last weekend, and have scored just 3 goals in their last 4 away matches. It's set to be an all-premium back 4, with the potential new signing of Aymeric Laporte. There could be rotation for Reece James, but Chelsea haven't had a midweek match, so he should get the first game against Wolves, and that may be enough to warrant keeping him. They've scored just 1 goal across their last 4 away matches. It's a similar approach I'm taking for Mason Mount, who's also at risk of reduced minutes with an FA Cup final to come after this game week. Wolves have the highest figure for expected goals conceded per game over the last 6 game weeks. Gabriel Martinelli is the other concern, with Jacob Ramsey and Luca Digne alternative options to start instead. But the Brazilian has the highest ceiling for me, and scored a brace in the reverse fixture against Leeds back in December, so it'll be interesting to see whether Mikel Arteta hands him another start here. For now at least, I've fought off the temptation to ditch Harry Kane, and he's set to partner Eddie Nketiah up top. Tottenham's last meeting with Liverpool ended in a 2-2 draw, with Kane getting on the score sheet, but it'll be a tougher ask for him to find the net at Anfield. For those with an easy route to Kevin De Bruyne, I really like the look of him for captaincy this week after his rest against Leeds. But the equally well-rested Mo Salah has found a return in his last 3 league starts. And during that period, his 2.7 expected goal involvement figure trailed only Pukki, Jesus and Saka.